Welcome back. So today's project is to start to stake out and outline the beds based on the new plan. I'm not going to take down any fences today, but I am going to start to get everything kind of outlined. I've got some stakes, some string, and make sure everything that looks right. As I mentioned in the previous video, I made a lot of changes based on just what works and what doesn't. So that is today's project. But first, let's look at some tulips. Welcome back. I want to do a quick video now that the wind is gone and the sun has started to set a little bit. Show you what I got done today. So I have staked out about 2/3 of the new garden plots. We're at the west side of the garden right now. These are going to be the eventually raised beds, I hope. I was able to stake out most of the things that I wanted to today. There's a lot of it that's still going to depend on obviously moving the greenhouse. So these beds over here, you can see the little paths between them. If you're standing in this area next year, you'll be looking at two different beds on the left and the right. These beds will go into the greenhouse about 4 feet. So I couldn't do all of them, but enough to kind of get the sense. Flowers right now I'm going to leave. I will have to transplant some of them, but I think that'll be fine. The bucks have been moved out. They are now outside the garden. This back area for this year is going to be just rabbits. And then the two stakes that are actually back north corners of the rabbitry for next year. I did end up taking out the weed block fabric that was over here so that I could till and prep it better. And I also discovered that I have a fence that is not in line, which is kind of interesting. So you saw in one of the time lapses where I was redoing some of the stakes. The reason for that was that the end over here, straight ahead with the gate, that gate is actually about a foot too far to the left or too far to the east. So we'll have to fix that. But I got these big beds set up. I have the greenhouse cleaned out for some of that area. And then these southern beds, they are listed as separate on the plan that I did. My plan is this year just to leave them like this. The weed block fabric is there, it works. The holes are burnt, we're just gonna kind of let it go. So, that area that had the fence, I took the fence down this year, or today rather. That fence is down, so this area now will be an entire area of wide rows. About 34 feet by 70 feet. This area here is the new entrance. That'll be a walking path. And then the greenhouse, which currently is behind me, will then be outside the fence area, the current fenced area. Hopefully this fall if I can get that together. Last but certainly not least, the space for the other beds. I started to lay those out with the stakes. It's a little bit of a transition area because I let the meat birds out to let this area dry out from all the rain, but it's getting there. That'll be a future video. And then the up and coming chicken area is in this space. The rabbit hutch in the back, that frame that I had started, that is going to be cut in half. The right half will stay, the left half will be gone. And then the chicken coop area will be 24 feet wide and 36 feet long, or north to south. All of the other stuff back there is going to be gone, so just a matter of getting that cleaned out and organized. So anyway, very productive day, lots of cool changes. Really need to see the plan come into fruition. And all we've got left is a bunch of meat birds hanging out. They've got about 3, maybe 4 weeks left. So they're having fun digging through all the stuff that I dumped in today. So anyway, that's it for today. Episode 3. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.